Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today we are doing the Polish Pickup April Wishlist edition, and the shop will be open at 11 a.m. EST until Monday the 10th at 11:59 p.m. EST. So definitely pay attention to those times, and if you like wish listing videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an upload. So right off the top, the same rules apply. Every video, I've narrowed it down to 5, and each has a rating somewhere between 1 and 10. 1 being, I don't think I'm gonna get it. 10 being, definitely going to grab it. And I'm trying to narrow it down to 3 total so that I can stay within budgeting requirements and still enjoy my polishes. So, first up on the list is Polished for Days in Bloom, $13.50. I'm not seeing a cap on this one. It's inspired by the Great Silence Dahlia, and it's described as a bright pink base with orange to yellow to gold shifting iridescent shimmer. So, of course, I can't stop staring at it because it's a bright pink base. Even though the orange and yellow are there, I see that pink base and it just makes it so much more vibrant. It's giving me coral shimmer vibes. I think we've discussed enough times that I am a sucker for coral. So this one is looking like an 8, and I have tried looking at my collection. I'm almost positive that I have something similar, but not quite close enough for me to say it's a dupe, and I can definitely go without it. So I don't feel like I'm going to miss out on this one, which is going to make it really, really hard because there are 4 more items on my list, and this one is coming in at $13.50. It's under that $14 mark, so I feel like I'm pretty safe with budgeting, but I am paying close attention to my spending because, as we all know, July is rewind month for PPU, and the polishes don't just come back at the polish pickup website, they also come back on the separate makers sites. So I'm also trying to budget for additional shipping. So that brings us to my next polish, which is MJ Lacquer's What Incarnation. I always love Janet's titles for her polishes, and this one is a magnet. I know I am so ridiculously excited for this one. I think you all know already this one is a 10, but I will reiterate it later. This is $12.50 for What Incarnation, inspired by a quote that Janet often uses with her grandchildren. How cute! And it's just another way of saying what in the world, only to hear them repeat it over and over again. This one is described as a dark brown tinted jelly base with orange to red to copper magnetic pigment, red and purple reflective glitter, as well as color shifting flakes and multi shimmer. So, I just want to say that magnetic put it over the top for me. Definitely a 10. If I can get it down to 3, I know this one will be in it because I have never had a magnetic from MJ Lacquer before, and I want it bad because I have been really loving magnetics, and the color combination is exactly what I would be looking for. And I know I should be all up in these brights right now, but I feel like it's never a bad time to grab a fallish looking polish. So our next polish is going to be Hit the Bottle and it's once and floral. $8.50 makes it a wonderful price, and it's inspired by deep burgundy plum calla lilies or calla lilies, whichever you prefer for pronunciation, and it's described as a very deep plum burgundy stamping polish and a one coat cream. Due to the dark nature of this polish, it does not contrast too well over black. However, it makes a great substitute for black when you want to achieve a warmer and less stark look in your stamping. And I don't know if I've talked about this with you all, but I am really looking for opaque stamping polishes. Like, it became an issue when I did an Easter nail art, and this was years ago for the channel, but I used clear jelly stamping plate and I used my Maniology stamping polishes, and I was so disappointed with how the yellow barely came up, barely showed up. I should have used higher contrasting colors, and I needed more opaque stamping polishes. So seeing as I'm branching out, reaching out, enjoying Uber Chic and What's Up Nails stamping plates, I want more opaque stamping polishes. So that makes this super important to snag for my collection. So if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to leave me a like. Let me know, of course, what's on your list, because I can be a little ruddish at times where I just get stuck on one thing and completely forget about all of these other beautiful and amazing polishes and finishes because I'm stuck in my head. So our next polish is Cadillac's Orchid, and it is $14. It's coming in at that high mark for me. So this one is inspired by orchids. Okay, that makes sense. It's a light mint with matte neon pink glitter and turquoise iridescent flakes, and there is a cap of 640. So if I end up wanting this one, I'm gonna have to be on the shop and ready to go. I did want to comment real quick that some of the pictures make this look more blue than mint, so I'm a little iffy on it. Right now I'm at a 5. It's gorgeous. I definitely want it, but the fact that it says mint and then some of the pictures look more blue, I'm slightly concerned that I will grab it for the blue and the pink and then end up with a green, or vice versa. So that's kind of what is putting it at a 5. I did manage to find like one picture that definitely made it look green or more green, and it still kind of looks kind of blue to me. So I'm really I'm on the fence with that one, which makes sense with the rating system. So we've got an 8 and a 10, and Once and Floral is, I'm gonna say it's a 9, around a 9, because it's very much depending on the next and last item on my wish list, which is a stamping plate by Hit the Bottle Polishes called Mystic Charm number 2. I got Mystic Charm number 1, and this one is $14.99. So I feel like this one has more of those large images that I'd be able to reverse stamp with, and there are only going to be 500 available of this one. So it's got geometric shapes and flowers and crystals and figures and simple leaf designs and mushrooms. So I've got all of my cottagecore and fantasy kind of things on this plate, and it's very much going to be connected to whether or not I get Hit the Bottle Once and Floral. So both of them are a 9. I'm really motivated to grab both, but I'm also looking at my budget. So it needs to be narrowed down to three. It's looking like Polish for Days and Cadillac are getting kicked out so that I can grab the MJ Lacquer, the ones in floral, and the stamping plate. Let me know what you guys are looking like in your list. I am so eager to know, friends, because I am at my wit's end and it's only Tuesday, and I feel like Friday is going to just jump up out of nowhere and I'm not going to be ready, and I really want this stamping plate. So that's it for me. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Thank you all so much for joining me. If you are part of my nail fam, I am sending out virtual hugs. Thank you so much for letting me talk this out with you all, because I find that when I have these conversations outside of my head, it makes more sense to me and I feel a little bit more grounded and organized instead of going into a shopping frenzy as soon as the shop opens. If you're new to my channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing and hanging out with us. As always, take care of yourselves as well as each other, and I'll see you in my next video.